Well, we've done half a dozen games in the National League so far, and truth be told, I can't tell if this squad is ready for promotion yet. And looking at the results screen, you can kind of see what I'm getting at here. We started the season with 3 straight victories, not even a goal conceded. And then we lost 2 consecutive games to Gateshead and Yeovil. Granted, they were very slight defeats, but still a bit troubling against teams that are predicted to be, mid-table, I think. And then we narrowly beat a newly promoted Scarborough Athletic. Although, to be fair, Scarborough are doing well this season. They're still above us in the league, even after that defeat to us. We sit 5th, even though we are technically still doing well. I mean, compared to the season preview, we're supposed to finish 11th, which is fine. But I'm aiming for top spot. I'm aiming for this, where Fylde currently sit, and they've won 6 from 6. They're looking unstoppable so far. We scored a lot of goals, but we've also still conceding a few too many for my liking. Granted, they're both in defeats. In fact, what's the XG table saying? I wish I looked at this beforehand. We're supposed to be top of the league. Come on. Oh my gosh. We were sitting top of the league, to be fair, after 3 games, and then we kind of fell off with those 2 defeats. So, really, really annoying, but it is still early days. And that's why I'll come back for the games against Morecambe and Truro, both of whom are... Where are they? Morecambe's 15th and Truro sit 12th. So 2 mid-table teams who, to be honest with you, we do need to be beating if we are going to get promoted. As for transfers, just before we get into the first match, one new signing on loan, and that is Lucas Swan. Must have been looking at a few players' careers, apparently. Lucas Swan is an 18-year-old English striker on loan from Crewe Alexandra in League 2, are they? Yeah, they're in League 2. 3 stars of accountability, 5 stars of potential. He comes in as a deep-lying forward. He's already played 1 match. He literally just made his debut in the last match. Didn't do great, but he didn't do terrible either. He's still building match fitness. We'll give him some time. Good National League player, potential to be League 1. So I'm kind of surprised. Oh, is that Crewe? Right, Crewe. Okay. Crewe setting the target. That's fine. That's nothing to do with us. I'm surprised Crewe actually let him go on loan if he's a player of decent standards. There's not much difference between National League and League 2 anyway, I think. And the reason he came in was because we had to let Gold Omateo go out on loan. He actually got very upset when... Was it? Who was I bringing in? Was he upset from when I bought Josh Pitt in and I didn't make a promise to him? So he decides to get upset, and because he's one of the team leaders, I can't have him risk bringing down the rest of the squad, their morale that is. So I had to let him go out on loan. He was gone to Bournemouth in the National League North. Yeah, Bournemouth in the National League North, even though they're just north of London. Don't ask, there's too many teams in the south in that level of English football. He's played 1 game, 1 goal. He's clearly just found his level, hasn't he? Yeah, he's a National League North-South player now. That might end up being the last we'll see of him, because I think he's out of contract, actually, at the end of the season. Yeah, he's out of contract, so we probably won't see him again. So, bye-bye to Gold Omateo. Victor Madu, one of our centre-backs, has gone out on loan. He's gone to a team called Stationery Stores in Nigeria. No idea why they're called Stationery Stores. I haven't looked it up, but what a name. That's very, very impressive. So, Victor Madu's gone out for the season on loan. And that's all the transfers news for now anyway, because there's no transfer window at this level of English football. So we're going into the first match against Morecambe, and this is going to be the starting 11. In fact, I forgot to switch him in. Akinarain is going to come in for Swan. Just let Swan build up his match fitness. And oh god, Doherty. Yeah, he can go back in for Pratt. Pratt did well in his debut. He also made his debut in the last match against Scarborough. He did well. He hasn't got the acceleration, but he's quite decent in other areas. His jumping reach, his strength. He's quite a strong boy. Strong man, actually. He's 23 years old. Bless him. And actually, that was his starting debut. But I'm going off on a tangent here. This is going to be the 11 we're going to send out. Wooster is in goal. A back four of Lavinia, Doherty, Iweka and Ling, who has come back from injury. Still building match fitness. Williams and Shakumbi at the base of the midfield. Williams is getting more game time. He's getting happy. Shakumbi needs more game time. He's still upset. So I need to sort that out. Bowman is on the bench, however you want to pronounce his name. Lambert needs to go on the left. Lambert on the left wing, Brown on the right wing, Pitts and Akinirain up front. Pitts, by the way, has made a goal-scoring start to his time here at Kings Lynn. He scored in the first 2 games. He's made 1 assist as well. He's kind of fallen off, though, a little bit in the last 2 or 3 games, but he's still getting used to the team. So really the way around it is to just try and keep him in the team, see if that will help. It was the same thing with Joe Bevan last season. If you remember, when he played his first game for us, he dropped an absolute stinker, 5.8 or something like that, and then he just went on a goal-scoring run and never looked back. So I'm kind of hoping that Josh Pitts goes through a similar vein, that he just starts scoring goals. Akinirain is also scoring, actually, from that deep line forward role. He's been starting games and he's got 2 goals and 1 assist as well. Both of them about the same as each other. Even Carl Daly, as far as our youth players go, Carl Daly, he's got 1 assist so far this season. Mark Goff has made his first start in midfield. Granted, it is in one of the defeats, so that probably didn't help. But it gives them a little taste of league football, which is exactly what I want these guys to have. So we're promoting the youth through, we're getting them into the team. Never let it be said, I don't give youth players a chance. And both of them are on the bench as well. Goff and Daly, we may see them in this episode. Depending how things go, of course. If we're winning like 4 or 5-0, then yeah, I'll bring them on for a bit longer. Daly did come on in the last game, Goff hasn't. So it's a bit hit and miss. Again, it depends on what we need. Because if it came down to bringing Bauman or Goff on, I'm going to bring Bauman on. Obviously, he's the more experienced man for certain situations. And he has actually started 1 or 2 games and he has been decent so far. He's still settling into the team as well, but I need Williams and Shakumbi to get game time in order to fulfill their promises, because I'm making too many players upset at the moment. Omotero's gone as a result. Carbo is probably on the way out as well, because he's unhappy about not getting game time. So it's not looking particularly great at the moment, and that's also not very great as well. Morecambe have just taken the lead. I think defences at this level are just poor, realistically, aren't they? This is just a ball across the box. Who is this? Doherty? Is that Doherty? Yeah, Doherty, you should really have got your man there. Maybe Pratt would have been better. He's stronger. He is on the bench. I'll have to remind myself of that later on. We might need him. Could be Aweka might actually come off. He hasn't had a particularly good 2 or 3 games either. Doherty was rested in the last match, so he should be the fresher of the 2. But what I am noticing is we are starting to struggle, especially in the midfield. And this brings me to a point of where I might make a tactical change to a 4-3-3, which I did. I think I said this in the last episode. I did try in pre-season and it seems to go okay. But if we're getting overrun in the midfield, then we need to be having a look at that again. You weren't bad. Yeah, you weren't bad, but I need you guys to improve. Come on. That was just a poor first half, and that went through very, very quickly, by the way. I didn't even realise that goal was, what, half an hour in, something like that. 40 minutes, even later. We are attacking, though, and if we don't see any changes by, let's say, the 60th minute or so, then I am going to be switching things up. I might actually go to that 4-3-3. I have to make some changes, do something different, because if this tactic doesn't get it done, then we move to something different. In fact, that is our 4-3-3 right there. I don't know why Pitts is there. Akinirain. God, we need to move some of these players around. What's going on? Williams can go there. Pitts, who's having the worst game at the moment? Brown's having a pretty poor game. We'll move him out to the right anyway. Shakumbi should be... Oh, I've got to switch everyone around. There we go. Right. Akinirain is going to stay on. Pitts is going to come off. Where is Bauman? There he is. What the heck? Why is Right, okay. What we'll do then, we'll have Bauman out of possession a bit further forward. Otherwise, what can he actually do better as? Advanced playmaker, apparently. Apparently he's an advanced playmaker. You know what? I said we'll do something different, so that's exactly what we're going to do. We got Lambert, you got Brown. Daly might come on the wings, to be fair. Why is Okoye not on the bench? Oh god, Lambert's actually very tired. So Carl Daly is going to go on. And what can he actually play as? Apparently he can play as an inside forward. That's fine. You know what? He can do that. Iweka is having a poor game. So Pratt and Doherty, who apparently have a good partnership already. Interesting. Bringing the changes here. 4-3-3. And we've made a few personnel changes. We do still have... No, we don't have any more strikers on the bench, I don't think. Pitts has gone off. Daly's on. I think... No, we got Swan. We do still have Swan. In fact, what are the instructions saying as well? Time wasting is off. Should be off. Not too much wider. Wider, that's fine. Distribution speed for the goalkeeper. On, that's fine. Should be short. Build up strategy is play through. And we are doing more often. In fact, let's do a standard line as well. We need to be pushing forward a little bit more. Come on, boys. We need to create something. Demand more. I've not done that in ages. I think even FM24, I really did that. Come on, boys. Is there not even a chance in it for us? Right, Sullivan, you are going to go on for Lavinier because he's having a terrible game. And you know what? No, he can stay like that. I think we got one more. That is Goff. You know what, Goff? Go and show me something. You can be a wide central... Apparently you can be a wide central midfielder. Interesting. Let's see what that does. I will actually laugh if Goff actually scores the equaliser. That would be amazing. Right, there is a highlight for us. Sullivan. This is the first time. And, oh God. Brown was very, very close there to grabbing his third goal of the season. He's had a good start to life at Kings Lynn Town. But he's had a very poor game today, as has Lambert. To be fair, everybody has. Brown plays it out to Ling. Ling, he's normally good from these positions. And now it's Daly. Oh, Daly nearly scored. Oh my gosh, that would have been his first goal of the season. Oh God, and they're now counter-attacking on the right-hand side. But Sullivan does very, very well to cut that out. Come on, boys. Last chance, yeah? Is there one more chance in it for me? We're losing 1-0 to a mid-table Morecambe. I mean, for goodness sake, we're getting out. I feel like we're getting outplayed by them as well. It's ridiculous. There is Brown and penalty ref? No. Ling plays it in. Oh, for goodness sake, it's just been blocked everywhere. And now Morecambe counter-attacking again. We're not leaving. Oh, come on, ref. The players. It's been given. Penalty. We're getting stretched far too much at the back. And this will more or less seal a 2-0 defeat if this goes in. Come on, Worcester. Help us out. I don't think it's going to make much difference anyway. Oh, we saved it. Well done, Worcester, but it won't mean anything if we don't get up the other end and get an equaliser. I was saying that, we've got ourselves a highlight with 2 minutes to go. Sullivan. If we score from this, Worcester is the MVP because he's kept us in it. Still Sullivan. Into Daly. Can he flip the ball in? Flip the ball in. Can he get it in? Oh my gosh, he's done it himself! Oh! He almost scored. It is a corner and nothing comes of it. Oh, Daly should have probably just put it in to the box instead of shooting. No, I don't like what I saw from this team. That was awful. God help us. We're going to need some help, aren't we? Who's up next? Truro. Where are they in the league? Truro are right behind us in 8th. If we don't beat them, I've got serious doubts if we're going to get promoted this season. So let's go and beat them. Right, no transfers in or out have been made so far since the last game, but we have made a tactical change. We're going to go with the 4-3-3 that I mentioned in the last match. I think we need more in terms of strength in numbers in the midfield. So this is going to be the 11 we're going to send out. Worcester in goal, back four, Sullivan, Doherty, Iweka, the old defensive partnership, and Ling. Lavinier been replaced by Sullivan, who made a good showing in the last match, so he deserves his chance. Shakumbi at the base in the midfield, Williams and Mark Goff, who is making a first start in front of the camera, that is. I think it's time for him to show what he actually can or can't do. He's National League standard, he should be able to play at this level. He's played in 6 to 7 matches we've played so far. So I think the last match was the first one of the season he's not played in, and at 17 years old, it's time to see if he'll sink or swim. Brown is on the left, Lambert on the right. Quick pick, and my assistant manager keeps saying to me to do it that way, so I'm going to trust him. and you got Josh Pitts, the man up front. So that means Swan and Akinwayne are on the bench. Okoye is also on the bench now, finally. Bowman, Lavigne, Pratt and Duffy. Duffy is our 16-year-old third choice goalkeeper. He's joined us from the youth squad. So that's 3 youth players I am getting into this squad. And as for our our best player in the entire squad, that is Armani Richards, Jamaican winger. He's still injured. He's still got another, 2 weeks? Yeah, 2 weeks out. So hopefully by the next episode, you will be able to see him in action. Or at least start seeing him in action, because he obviously needs to build up full fitness. But I do want him to actually get fit, and let's just see what he actually can do. I want to be impressed today. Yeah, come on, boys. Show me something good. I think we are away for this match. We're down in Truro. Long drive to Cornwall. But I suppose this is going to be Truro's new ground, and how very pretty it is. I don't know what their new ground actually looks like in real life. As you can see, we are 6th, they are 8th. They're right behind us. And we're on the edge of being shoved out of the playoffs. At which point, I'm going to be like, what do we do from here? Because, oh my gosh, I was looking for promotion, but we've had 2 of our best players absolutely stripped away from us. In fact, 3, if you count the fact that Deshaun Lawrence has gone to play in League One for Mansfield, who, by the way, are sitting 4th in League One. And there is Pitts, and he should have scored there. I mean, it was on target, but he should have scored. But yeah, Deshaun Lawrence having a good time in League One. I have no idea how Bevan's doing at Livingston, and Tommy McDermott is in League One as well with Bristol Rovers. No idea how they're doing in League One anyway. But they've gone, we've got the money in, we're hemorrhaging money again, we need to move on. We need to be moving on from them and bedding these players in. It might be a case of that's what these players just need, just bedding in, but with how teams are at the top of the National League, you kind of need to just absolutely hit the ground running. And that's the problem that we're facing at the moment. Well done there. More numbers in the midfield is certainly helping us. Pitt should have scored. Oh, sorry, that was Brown. I apologise. Brown should have scored there. That's 2 very good chances. It's a case of we've been able to score and now the goals have dried up. I don't know what to make of that. And why we... Oh, God, I just realised we're sitting on the balanced mentality. That's probably a good thing, but I'd rather sit us on positive. I'm much more comfortable with that. So let's just see if we can get that working. As Truro, they do have a chance here. And they may... This just feels like a chance for them where they're going to get the shot off, unless we can make a tackle and a quick counter. We score and we go 1-0 up. That would be the dream, but I somehow doubt it, as they have got themselves in, and it is just wide. Keeper didn't actually save it. It is out for a goal kick, as we are struggling for possession at the moment. We've got the XG, but we haven't got the ball a lot of the time. Although I suppose it's what you can actually do with the ball more than anything. Morgan plays the ball over to Lambert on the right-hand side, does cross it in. I think it took a deflection on the way into the keeper's hands, which... it sucks, but what can you do? Brown with the ball in the midfield. He's cutting in much more often, and Lambert just loses the ball. He is on his weaker side, bless him. Oh, God, and the ball just goes wide. Maybe it's worth having a look at Okoye in the second half. He does need match fitness anyway. I don't think he's played... Well, he has played, but maybe once or twice so far this season. I've completely lost track. Ball played over to Ling on the right-hand side. Burn your man, come on. Oh, come on. That's it. He's got the ball back. It's fine. Just pass it off. Good. Oh, flippin' neck. Why are we backing off the ball? We could have probably got to that. As Truro come in here and they've hit the bar. My goodness. Oh, we are not looking comfortable at all. We've had almost as many shots as them, but it just feels like we're not going to be scoring anytime soon. I've just said they've done well. I mean, yes, but I'm expecting better. Right, Lambert, you're going to come off for Okoye, who's going to be an inside winger. And how's Goff doing, by the way? He's not doing any worse than anyone else. Brown is actually playing worse than him. I think that says everything. Right. To work, gentlemen. Okoye, please make a good difference for us. I know this is like the most amount of minutes you're probably going to get this season so far. Oh my gosh, I just realised what their formation is. Look at what they've done in the midfield. That is horrendous. No wonder They're kind of swarming us. They've got 4 players in the midfield. We've only got 3, maybe, at a push. Right, Sullivan, you can be an inside wing back, which means Brown, I need you to stay out wide as a winger. That's fine. Give us some width out there. Apparently that's your best role anyway, so let's see if it works. Right, encourage. Right, it's approaching the 70th minute and absolutely nothing has happened. I will be making moves probably in the transfer window, but God knows what I'm going to be able to do. Wecker is... I mean, him and Doherty are not having great games, are they? You know what? Pratt can come on. He can partner Doherty for the final 20 minutes. Akinirain. Yeah, Pitts has just not had a good time, has he? We're not getting the best out of him at the moment. Deep line forwards. I'm going to try something different. Akinirain can be the deep line forward. Just allows Aquay to get further forward. And Williams as well, actually. Runs into channels. He apparently he can be an attacking midfielder. Let's try that. Let's see if we can confuse a few people. What is Bauman's best role? Advanced playmaker, MPM. What's MPM? Channel forward, channel midfielder as well. You know what, Goff, come off. Bauman, Williams, you can be the central midfielder. Yeah, central midfielder, you're fine at that. Bauman, you can be the channel midfielder. Let's see what you can do. And hopefully Akinirain will just drop back into the midfield, help us out there, and maybe allow Bauman to just get forward. If Bauman is our goal threat, I'll be amazed. It shouldn't be. Williams into Bauman. Oh, he hits the bar as well. Brown still keeps it. There is Williams. Tries the shot, but yeah, nothing comes of it. It's just completely blocked. I'll tell you what, Bauman's shot, that was ferocious. Off the bar. Very pleasing. There's Akinirain with a somewhat of a press. Brown staying out wide. That's absolutely fine. He's going to be our wide threat if we do actually get hold of the ball, but not looking very likely right now. Oh, Brown, well done. I thought he committed a foul there, but nope. He just made him fall down. Brown, play the ball in. There's Akinirain. Oh, come on, Williams. Well, why didn't Akinirain score? That was my initial thought. I thought he was playing it to Brown. No, he was out wide. But it was actually Morgan Williams who gets the ball, hammers it into the back of the net, and that's exactly what we needed. I had about 3 thoughts in one there. That's why I got so confused. And that ball did take a deflection. I do not care. It's in the back of the net. It's 1-0. Oi, we needed that. And that was all because Akinirain did drop deep as... Oh gosh, they're coming deep again. Ball is played in. And they scored straight from kickoff. Boys! I've got no answers for what this team are doing. I've got no answers. We're playing a low block, but maybe that's just not working. Is there any point in playing a low block? That's not what I wanted to do. We're going to have to do... What about a standard line? Straight from kickoff. We went from the elation of going 1-0 up and they equalised straight away. That's just ridiculous. I've not had that in Football Manager in so long. Oh my gosh. But how tall is Brown, by the way? I didn't even see. He's had a stinker today. My goodness. Is there anyone that we can bring on for him? No, apparently not. Nobody can actually play out there now. Akinirain can't play out there. Neither can Swan. Aquay is already playing out there. I should have kept Lambert on. Lambert should have gone left wing. Damn it. This is easily Brown's worst performance of the season. It's probably best he goes to right wing. If anything, I'll probably play Aquay next match. Give Brown a bit of a rest. I think he's played every single game. Oh, well done, Akinirain. Again, that deep lying forward role. So useful. Ling. Is there one chance in it for us to win it? Ling. Oh, come on. I was going to say, you're normally very good at playing it in. And there is Williams. Williams is the match winner. Hopefully. Akinirain with the assist again. Him and Williams linking up very, very well. And that is 2-1 Kings in Town. 92nd minute. Bauman has made the difference since coming on as well. Akinirain originally with the shot. It was blocked. Williams, another deflection. Could not care less. We are hopefully winning. Blow it, ref, blow it. Thank you. That's a 2-1 victory. I mean, it's 3 points out of 6. I'd rather have had the full 6, but it is whatever. Let's just quickly see where we are in the league. We currently sit 5th. We're 7 points off Filed, who finally dropped some points. They drew a game. But, oh my goodness, is this going to be tough to try and get promoted. Alright, we're going to go and get a bunch more games done. Probably going to come back around, I'd say around November. Hopefully we'll be in the FA Cup first round proper. And we'll see also where we are in the league. About, coming up to halfway through the season. If you have enjoyed this episode, make sure you hit the like button down below and smash the big red subscribe button. And hopefully by the next episode, we'll be in a proper promotion push. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support on the series so far. And I look forward to seeing you all in the next video.